empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Double Game Week 29 deadline stream. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Football Chatbox. Easy Shark, welcome. How are you doing? How's your day been? Let me know how everyone is going, and let me know who you are giving the armband to as well. We're looking forward to all of that, and we will indeed be on Haaland leaked team news watch today to hopefully see that we can get some leaked team news. So having said all of that, here's the team. Got Kepa in goal. We got Bodman, Trippier, Gabriel for the moment, who is about to become Shaw. I still haven't done that move. I need to do it. Estupinan, Fernandes has come in. Rashford has come in. I mean, Rashford was already there. Madison, Mitoma. Isaac has come in for a certain Harry Kane. I hope I don't regret that move. And then Tony is there as well. And bench boost is active with Saka still on the bench. Martinelli left. Haaland there. Rico Henry and Rare make the bench boost. Now Haaland, I'm hoping he is actually fit. So I don't want to move him out. So we'll see. We will make sure that we monitor the situation. Russell, how are you doing? What's the essential transfer this week? Depends on what position you're trying to move out. There isn't a real essential transfer. I think a lot of people have the essential players already. Hey man, looks like Haaland value dropping again. Well, he hasn't fallen yet, right? So we'll have to see. Glad I sold him when he was 12.2, but then you got 11.8, right? If you sold him at 12.2, you were selling him for 11.8 actually. So I've kept him. I've only lost 0.1 for the moment. Now obviously I can probably lose more if I don't sell him, and but we'll see. Going to send you my team review. Yes, go ahead, send it over. So if you guys have team reviews, let me know. We will have a look at the team reviews. I'm going to just plug the league for anyone who wants it. Football Chatbox YouTube League, Mini League. League code is on the corner, in that bottom corner where you guys see the subscribers and everything moving. X269WB. Mike is still on top. Arte is in second at the moment. Luke, who's having a really good season as well, over there. I think Russell is also somewhere here. Russell's also having a really good season. So yeah, send it over. I will get my Twitter up as well, so I get your message. But yeah, for anyone who has team reviews, let me know. Ruhil, how are you doing? Welcome. Who to captain? Okay, now there are a few captaincy options. I'm going with Marcus Rashford. Just because whenever I've captained him, I feel like he has delivered for me. I'm kind of okay with him as captain. Now, obviously, you might say Newcastle and Brentford aren't the easiest teams to score against. That is true. But maybe if you were to compare it to maybe a Madison and a Mitoma, I think I do like as well. But Brighton, sometimes goals can be spread about like Arsenal's team as well. Whereas if United do score, the highest chances are that it's Rashford who's scoring most likely, which is why I put it on Rashford for now. But I do think Mitoma and Madison are really good captaincy options as well. And if you want to go very differential, got Bruno Fernandes who is decent, and maybe a certain Mohamed Salah if you already have him. He does have a good track record against big teams. Easy Sharks is 170 in your league. We will have a look. And then we'll have a look at Russell's as well. Rashford train. Yes, Rashford train. Ruhil, do you remember the last Rashford train? No, obviously I can't say that this Rashford train might be the same, but we never know. It could be the same. Actually, let me do... Where is that? Let's open Easy Sharks over this way. Alright, Easy Shark, what are we looking at? So you've got double... Okay, did you make any moves already? Have you made any moves? Everything looks fine, except for like what are you thinking? What are your moves? You got 0.9 in the bank. What are you thinking? This is a bench boost squad. Are you playing bench boost? Did you play your bench boost already? No, you didn't. Wow, 92 points in Gameweek 27. Oh yeah, that was a good week. Did you play your bench boost already? Also, if you guys are asking for team reviews, let me know whether it's with a chip that's been played or not a chip. And then, yeah. Alright, while I'm waiting for Easy Sharks reply, let me get in Russell's team. Here's Russell's team. It is full on ready for the bench boost. And he says, unsure about captaincy, bought Shaw in for Zinchenko, which is completely fine. I think the captaincy is fine. McAllister is fine. I think any Brighton midfielder. I like Mitoma generally because he's more. He's better in terms of finishing, but the captaincy seems fine. I think that Rashford flag shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, bench looks solid. You got Kane. Nice. You kept Martinelli. Interesting. So did you get rid of Saka? But yeah, I think everyone else is fine. Russell, what do you think? What do you think will Leeds score against Arsenal? I think so, but let me know what you think. Not done any moves yet, playing BB this game week. Hey Ryan, for just in time, most important stream of the year. Amit, welcome. Indeed, very important stream. I'll come back before the deadline. See you later, Ryan. Alright, Ruhil, I will see you before the deadline. Okay, let's have a look at Easy Shark. Now, by the way, Russell, this is pretty good, pretty solid team. I see you put Shaw on the bench just to get more bonus, just to get that, when you say the bench is like stacked, yeah, that's the bench. The bench is stacked. You got your Tony on the bench when you don't really need to put Tony on the bench. But yeah, just to show that the bench points are huge. Alright. Now, Easy Shark. Playing, where's the comments? Playing bench boost this week. Okay, so obviously, you got your Madison already, which is fine. You got your double. You got one Brighton, which is also fine. Now, the question to you is, do you want to keep Saka or do you want to keep Odegaard? Now, this is something that people kind of need to keep in mind. I've also had to calculate all of this. I'll show you an example with my team, just for sakes, right? Now, the reason why I went with certain moves. Now, I had Saka and Martinelli to move on. Now, obviously, it would have been easier for me to have moved Saka out to get Fernandes, but the reason I went with Martinelli is because I wanted Saka more. So I would have done something like this, and to be able to afford that, as you can see, I was short on cash, so I had to move out Kane. Now I would have got, I think I like Watkins as an option, but I ended up going for Isak for the reason being that when it came to game week 31, I wanted Salah here. And I couldn't afford Salah if I went for Watkins. So you guys have to kind of keep this in mind, depending on how you're going to play your moves. And that will kind of dictate which forwards and everything you go for. But you've already got your set of forwards. Now, Who do you want is the question in terms of your midfield. And also what your moves are. I kind of need to know some bit of information. Like, what are you thinking? Gabriel to Shaw, I think, can pay off. Because I think Leeds will score. I don't know what Russell thinks, but yeah. I want to keep Saka or Odegaard, thinking of Odegaard to Fernandes and trying to get Shaw and maybe Isaac or Tony as well. But that isn't like a move I'd really want. Fair enough. So if you were to do can you do Odegaard to Fernandes and do Gabriel to Shaw? Can you afford that move? That's a question that you probably need to answer. Can you afford that move? I wouldn't go for Tony this week because there is that threat of that extra yellow card and then you'll be in a problem. I wouldn't go for Tony anymore. I think that train has passed. Tom, welcome to the football chatbox. Who to replace Ward for and can't blank in Gameweek 32? Okay, let me have a look. Can't blank in Gameweek 32. Brighton, unfortunately, don't have a fixture. So if you want to keep her, Chelsea also don't have a fixture. Too expensive. Okay. Let's have a look. This isn't the easy one because there aren't any standard favorite options. So now I think Martinez is one, but this week's clean sheets aren't the most favorite. So Martinez is an option who doesn't blank in 32. I mean, I guess your other option is probably you could potentially say Neto as well. You never know. Neto could be a decent budget-friendly option if you were looking. It could be a very budget-friendly option. I don't know. I wouldn't go for Navas. I don't think it's worth it. Like if you're looking at where's Forest, they got Liverpool in 32, so that's not nice. Bournemouth have West Ham, which isn't too bad. So it's between Bournemouth or Aston Villa for you. I'm assuming you already have Rhea, so that won't work. So yeah, take your pick from one of these guys. Thinking Iverson if nailed, but then what happens if Brendan Rodgers decides to go back again to Ward? Needs to double this game week as I am bench boost. Yeah, that's what. So Martinez, potential option. Neto, probably. I'm assuming you already have Rhea. Alisson is too expensive. Leeds will concede because they do try to go gun-ho and score a lot of goals as well. Pope, probably too expensive. I would have said De Gea, but blanks in 32, unfortunately. So that's basically... I mean, you could go Iverson, but there is a risk of Ward maybe comes back again. You never know, to be honest, with Brendan Rodgers. I've had Saka. Sadly, Leeds are going to get battered, mate. Yeah, because you guys have lost a few attackers as well, no? Not expecting a goal for Leeds, but yes, I have put some better players on the bench, knowing they are still playing for me. Dom, welcome. Hope you had a good international break. I did. How did you go? Tom has Kepa. Nice. Okay. Snap, you're short 1.9 million. Okay, we will get back to that. Simon, welcome. Keep posting Saka to Bruno. I went with the wrong... Oh my god. Are you in trouble? Bruno Jimenez. Not really in trouble. Oh, well, you're not going to get as many. You probably might not get as many points. But how did you go Saka to Bruno Jimenez? Well, we'll see. I don't know. It's very hard to say right after the deadline. But Bruno Jimenez might not get you as many points. Okay, so Tom has Kepa. Okay, Tom, you can do a couple options. You could go for Rhea if you wanted to, but the double this week isn't the best. I'll admit that right away. The double isn't the best. But he has decent fixtures in 31, 32. Kind of rotates decently with Kepa as well, because like when they have Brighton, Brentford have Wolves. In 34, you might... I'm assuming you're playing your free hit, which is why you're playing... you're not free hitting in 32. So that won't matter. And then when it comes to 35, you play Kepa. Doesn't matter over here. This is tough for both. So yeah, you could probably go rare, but if you wanted an easier double this week, it's probably Neto or Martinez, maybe. I don't know. It's a tough one. There aren't that many options. Martinez is a decent shot stopper, but Aston Villa will concede quite a bit. No free hit? Oh, okay, that makes sense. What about Alisson? I mean, you can go for Alisson. It's a bit expensive though. You can go for Alisson, although again, the double this week isn't great, but you will be setting yourself up decently for 34. So that's not too bad. Still have triple captain. Shall I use it this week or keep it? 8 of my players had double game week. Ooh, okay. What are the chips you have left? Do you have triple captain? Do you have your bench boost left, or have you used your bench boost? If you have used your bench boost, then use your triple captain this week. On who though, it's a tough one. Maybe you have a few options. Okay, no free hit. Interesting. If you don't have a free hit, then I would probably, yeah, I think if you can, but Alisson is expensive. Keep that in mind. It's probably Rhea who is generally the best option, but the double this week isn't great. So keep that in mind. But overall, he might be slightly better option, like slightly better option. I'm trying to look at some other potential. Like if you want to maximize the doubles, I think you go for Alisson, because Alisson has the better doubles, and Alisson later on will be a better keeper. From 31 onwards, Alisson is a better keeper. So I would probably go for Alisson if you can. If that's not going to impact the rest of your moves in terms of budget, then Alisson is pretty good. Because you can start him from 31 onwards. But yeah, if it's going to impact your budget, then go for a slightly cheaper keeper. You could also go for Pope if you didn't have triple Newcastle already. That's an option as well. But yeah, I should probably do this. This is a better way to look at things. Okay, Dom 60 in your mini league. Okay, we'll have a look at Dom's team as well. I need to kind of go back to Easy Shark snapshot of 1.9. Okay, this is where Easy Shark, you kind of have to make a decision. Do you want to keep Kane or do you want to remove Kane off? That's the kind of move you have to kind of decide. If you want to keep Kane, then you can't afford Bruno Fernandes. Then you probably... See, this is a trade-off, right? People who have got rid of Saka is because they wanted to keep the likes of a Kane. And then that's where the trade-off happens, where you get rid of Saka for Fernandes. So, yeah, I think this is where you have to decide whether you want to keep Kane or not, Easy Shark. Okay, let's have a look at Dom. 60 mini league, thinking of bench boosting with 3 Arsenal players on the bench. Might go March to Madison. March to Madison. Ooh, interesting. 3 Arsenal players on the bench. You're keeping your Arsenal players, eh? Oh, you've got Odegaard and Zinchenko as well. Okay. Would I do March to Madison? Oh, wow. So much of money, bro. Can't you do Odegaard to Madison instead? Or do you want to keep Odegaard? Dom. Captaining Mitoma, but I heard Rashford is fit. Yes, Rashford is fit. So probably Rashford, not sure yet. Rashford should be fine. Bench boost used. Triple captain on Mitoma or Salah or Tony. That's a tough one. I do like Mitoma as an option, but Salah is a very differential. So it depends on who you want to go between Mitoma and Salah. 2 questions. Do you think Rashford will start? Yes. And thoughts on Harry Kane at Everton this weekend? My reasoning for selling Harry Kane is because I think it'll be a very tight game between Spurs and Everton. It's because Everton are at home, right? I think it's going to be a very tight game, which is why I have gone for Harry Kane sold, but he could get potentially a goal. It depends on who you're bringing in as well. I'm rank 89 in your mini league. I will switch Haaland to Isaac, Pope to Rhea. Shall I play bench boost? Let's have a look. That wasn't a great week. Sad, damn it. So what were the moves you're doing again, Roshan? Haaland to Isaac. Wait on the Haaland to Isaac for the moment. You don't have to do it immediately. But Pope to Rhea. Pope to Rhea. Why Pope to Rhea? Shouldn't you get rid of Ward first? Because Ward, like Pope will play, right? Ward is an issue. Ward is not going to play. So you kind of have to deal with Ward at the moment. So can you move Ward to someone? Oh, you have 0.2 in the bank. RIP. You can move Ward to... This will block you from the third Brighton spot, but you could potentially move Ward to steal if you want a double Brighton defense, or you move Ward to Iverson. Since you can't afford anyone higher. So that is something you could probably do. And then are you keeping the triple Arsenal? What's your plan on that? Let me know about that as well. Fazid, how are you doing? Welcome. Oh, I could keep March. Hold on, let me bring your team back up. I'm all over the place, so bear with me, guys. I could keep March, sell Odegaard to Madison or Fernandes to maximize double gaming players and have 13 double gaming players with bench boost played, as you mentioned just now. Yes, I think that's a better move, I would believe. I think that's a better move, Dom. Because you would want, if depending on what chip you're playing in Gameweek 34, or if you're not playing a chip, then you would prefer to have March at that point. Fazid, what's the problem? Let's see. Help me, please. I've got no bench boost. Have triple captain. Okay. One free transfer. So Saka, Sanchez, Zinchenko out for Bruno, De Gea, Estupinan for a -8. Oh, Saka, Sanchez, Zinchenko, Pinnock out for Bruno, Rhea, Estupinan, and Shaw for a -12. What? Free hit for 32. What? Hold on. Okay, so you've got no bench boost. Saka, Sanchez, Zinchenko out for Bruno, De Gea, Estupinan for a -8. Interesting. Who is Fazit? Do you have another Arsenal midfielder? I don't know if I'll do the -12. I think that's a... I don't know if I'll do that -12. I know it's Pinnock, but I probably wouldn't do the -12. Madison has no votes, right? Crazy. I should have probably removed Madison, and but then that's just very shocking. I thought he would have had some votes. Saka, Sanchez, Zinchenko out for Bruno, De Gea, Estupinan. -8. Well, actually, look at it. Pinnock. I wouldn't do the... I think the -8 that you suggested is fine. Because it depends on who your second keeper is. Who is your second keeper, Fazid? Can you let me know who your second keeper is? And what are you doing? You said free hit in 32, so that doesn't matter, I guess. Yeah, I would probably... I don't mind your -8 option. Or you don't even need to go for Estupinan now itself. You can probably wait on Estupinan, and maybe if you wanted to go for Shaw, I don't know if you have the funds to do that, like Bruno, but you wanted to do a keeper move. You kind of need to do the keeper move, don't you? I would do the -8. I think the -8 looks a bit better. Chevy, welcome. Tony or Kane, and why? Kane. For the reason being that Tony could potentially get a yellow card and then miss 2 games. So you're putting yourself in a bit of a problem. And I'm assuming this is because you don't have either and you're looking to bring one person in. If you don't have either and you're looking to bring one in, then I would go for Kane, even though he has the single game week. Although, to be honest, I wouldn't go for either, and I would try and go for another double game week player if possible. Madison has no votes in a captain survey there. I know, right? I don't think he's been ignored. I think a lot of people do have him in the team. I just think they're not captaining him. That's the thing. I'm loving all these minus transfers people are making this week, expecting a fat green arrow this weekend. Fair enough. I have Odegaard also. Basically, I want Bruno plus one United defensive option, goalkeeper or Shaw. I think Shaw is the better option compared to De Gea. Plus Estupinian. Second keeper is Kepa. Okay, fair enough. If you can go for Shaw instead of De Gea, I like that. I'm assuming you can't do Odegaard to Bruno, right? Because that will be a money issue at that point, I guess. Is there any way? Can you do Bruno? But you said you need your keeper as well, right? So then you need that minus. Ooh, that's a tough one. I like Shaw going forward longer, to be honest. So if you need to do that minus 12 then to get Shaw in, I prefer Shaw over De Gea. Should I do Kane to Isaac? Easy Shark says. Let me have a look at your team. Oh yeah, I did have a look at it. I'm having so many teams open because we're still not done with these teams. Yes, I think that's a fine. I think it could be a decent move, Kane to Isak, because that will also kind of open up funds for you if you wanted to go back to Haaland, right? You could probably move Havertz out for Haaland if you wanted to. Yeah, you could do that move. Not a bad move. If you wanted to be able to fund Fernandes and keep Saka instead of getting rid of Saka, then yeah, I've also done that move. I think it could pay off, but it could also backfire. Keep in mind that you probably need to give it a few game weeks for it to pay off, and it won't pay off in the immediate. If it pays off in one game week, amazing. But I highly doubt it will pay off in one game week. Chevy says, I have Kane and Tony, but I don't know which one to start. Would rather start a midfielder. Oh. So yeah, Chevy, I'm assuming you're not playing the bench boost. Is that correct? And who are the midfield options you have? Sagat, welcome. Should I bench boost now or in a blank game week with 15 players playing? I just want to get the highest points in one particular game week. Bench boost this week. Although that depends on which players you have in your team. If your team is well set up for a bench boost this week, I would play the bench boost this week. Can do Odegaard to Bruno, but need Haaland back later on, so will be short. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Yeah, if you're then I would probably just do that minus 12. Doesn't. Ooh. Yeah, maybe the minus 12. Damn, sounds crazy. But then if can you get a budget? Is it possible for you to afford? Who's the other double game? You said you had Kepa, right? Can you afford? Because you'd want a double game week goalkeeper for 34, right? And Edison, I'm assuming Edison is out of the question because he's not doubling this week. If you could have gone for Steele instead of Estupinian, that would have been a move to do. That would have also been a decent move to do. I think De Gea at this moment, so that you have a double game week goalkeeper in 34, kind of makes sense. But I think Shaw slightly edges him because Shaw has more attacking potential. So I'll let you decide on that, Fazit. Which one do you want to go for? Right man, going to get my tattoo sorted. Ooh, okay. Good luck in your game week. Let's hope Haaland is injured. No, please no. Please. All right. Good luck, Russell. Shall I keep White in my team or swap with Henry or Jensen as they have a double game week? Tiger and Gunnar, first of all, welcome. How are you doing? Swap with Henry or Jensen? Or you mean you're not playing bench boost this week, so you're gonna play 11 and you need to decide between White or Henry or Jensen? I would start Jensen. I prefer the attacking player over a defensive player usually. Use BB for mistake in game week 16. Got 70 points is not too bad, to be honest. I don't know how that happened, man. Would have solved a lot of problems. Fair enough. I mean, 17 points is not a bad week. Wait. So you're trying to do a -12 without a bench boost? Oh no. Oof, that's a tough one, huh? Fazid. If you're trying to do a -12, maybe just skip on Estupinian for now. Hope no attacking returns from him. Just clean sheet. Maybe you could. You could probably do that. Question is, the thing is, Brighton have a lot of doubles. Let me hold on. Estupinian does have a very attacking threat, though. That's the one thing. He does have pretty good attacking threat. I'll give that to him. But the thing is, you could start, but Kepa plays against Arsenal in this week. Would you have Steele instead? Maybe. But a -12 with no bench boost is it's going to be a tough week, huh? So Jensen over White? Yeah, because the attacking player general, I prefer the attacking player. And also it's 2 games. He has 2 games to get you something. Fazit, can you tell me what your team looks like right now? Let's put it in and see. Can you tell me what your team looks like on here? And I'll try and bring it up. It'll give a better idea to kind of this thing. Someone subscribed. Y'all 11 T Mac 1, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. What about Solomon over Henry? Someone please refresh me. Where does Solomon play again? I keep forgetting where does Solomon play. Fulham. Fulham are playing. Let me bring Solomon up again. Fulham are playing Bournemouth this week. Just 1 game, right? Yeah, if from Solomon and Henry, I would risk Henry. Even though... Yeah, I would probably risk Henry. I would risk it just because he's a double game week player. That's what I'm thinking. Tag and Gunnar. I would risk it probably. Okay, did I answer people's questions? I guess Easy Shark. What did you decide? Did you decide on Kane to Isaac? We kind of need to. When it gets closer to the end of the deadline, we'll kind of have a look and see if we have any news on Haaland as well. I was thinking that the risking part. Yeah, you could potentially do that. 50th in the league, comfortable with the -8, already behind chasing so many ranks. Let's have some fun. -12 is comfortable. Fair enough. Yeah, I would agree as well. Quite a few people joined. Thank you. All right, 50 in the league. Let's go, Fazit. You're just behind me, Fazit. 1 point. Fazit going to overtake me this week. We will see. Hey, it's a pretty good team, huh, Fazit? So you were doing... Okay. So you're -8, right? steal Bruno Shaw for Sanchez, Odegaard, I mean, and Zinchenko. Is that the play? Is it Zinchenko, Odegaard, and Sanchez? Yep, Odegaard to Bruno Fernandes, Gabriel to Shaw, Kane to Isaac, -8. Oof. Okay. Rokugu, welcome, and Agnik, welcome as well. Can you look at my team? 55 in your league? Yes, we will. I'm planning to captain Mitoma. Okay, we will look. Watkins, Ings, Isaac, or Felix for Haaland. Ooh. Okay. This would depend on who are you bringing back for Haaland, and do you need a cheaper alternative? Will money be an issue for future other moves? If so, right now I like Watkins as an option. But if money is going to be an issue, then I would probably go for Isaac because he's kind of the cheaper one. Inks is a very differential, nice punt that I have been kind of considering, which is a very low punt, but the returns might be a bit of a problem. Don't expect too many returns. That's the kind of thing, because I mean the fixtures are good, but he hasn't been as consistent. That's the problem. So right now it's between Watkins and Isaac for me. So if money is an issue, then I would probably go Isaac. If not, Watkins is nice. Saka for Bruno, vice versa. I mean, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so Saka, Zinchenko, and Sanchez. Yes. Yeah, could pay off. Keep in mind, everyone, be happy. If you're moving Saka out, keep in mind, if you're moving any Arsenal midfielder out, accept the fact that they could probably score this week and just take it on the chin and move forward. I have accepted the fact that I've moved out Martinelli and he could probably score this week. It is what it is. Abdurrahman, how are you doing? Hi, bro. How are you doing? It's been a long time indeed. I'm doing well. Okay, let's have a look at Rokugu's team. 55. Rohan, let's see. What team do you have? Whoa, what a week. 75 points. Sheesh. It's the Saka captaincy. What's the plans? Mitoma, captaining Mitoma. Ooh, here we go. Okay. What have you thought of doing, Rohan? What are we doing with Enzo? Are we keeping Enzo? What are we doing with Martinelli? What's the plan there? Who do you want to bring in? Let me know. Oh, look at that. Mings 12-pointer. What are your thoughts? Tiger and Gona got 74 points. Wow, nice. What a week. Sam, how are you doing? You're late? Don't worry. 116? Okay, we'll have a look at Tiger and Gona as well. Off topic, which team do you support? There you go. He supports the legendary Man United, indeed. Usual question first. Who is your captain? Sir Marcus Rashford. Well, not Sir Marcus Rashford, but Marcus Rashford. That is my captain. Saving transfer? You're saving a transfer? What a legendary position to be in. Meanwhile, everyone here is taking hits. Benching Enzo. Oh, you're not playing bench boost. Okay, that makes sense. Benching Enzo, Mings, and Haaland. Ooh, the team who got trashed by Liverpool. I don't remember what you're talking about, Sam. Okay, I have no recollection of any fixture such against Liverpool. The only fixture I remember is in Gameweek 3. But yeah. Good evening, Paul. How are you doing? Welcome. Benching Enzo, Mings, and Haaland. Ooh, Enzo, Mings. Oh, yeah, benching Mings. Interesting. And Haaland. Interesting. So what are you doing with Martinelli, Saka, and White? Are you playing all three? I'll ask you this question, Rohan. If Haaland is fit, are you going to start Haaland? And if you're starting Haaland, who are you starting him over? Good evening. How's everyone doing? Anyways, if you're new, feel free to ask your questions. Do subscribe while you're here. Hit that like button because it helps the video to be found by a lot more people. And tell your friends about the channel as well. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Any changes? Yes. There are changes. And I'm still yet to make one more change. This is not my final team. No. I still need to bring in one more player. Unless Haaland is also out, then yeah. So this is my team right now. I want to do Gabriel to Shaw for a -4. So that's one thing I'm considering. But if I get news that Haaland is out, then I don't know if I'll do that Gabriel move. I might instead do Haaland to Watkins, maybe. Yeah, I might do Haaland to Watkins, probably. I have toyed with the fact of being very different in terms of going for Ings as well as a possible option, but I don't know how good that move might pay out. As you can see, his minutes aren't the best. So I might go Watkins as an option if we get news that Haaland is out. So I don't really want to take a -8. I'm happy with the -4 though. So I might not move Gabriel out then in that specific situation. White is on my bench boost. Is it worth taking him out for a double Gameweek player to be used only this week for a hit? Depends on who the double Gameweek player you're going to be bringing in. Why not consider Havertz? I could also consider Havertz. That's actually a good point. I could also go for Havertz. That's not a bad move. I don't mind doing that as well. Week after week, green arrows. You're on a roll. Not all green arrows. Jury, welcome. How are you doing? Decent amount of green arrows, I guess. We've had bumps, but we're slowly picking up the pace. So hopefully this week is green arrow as well. Yeah. If on a bench boost I hit a red arrow, that will be disappointing. If I hit a red arrow on a bench boost, so I hope I don't hit a red arrow on a bench boost. I could do Havertz. Thinking Zuma. Zuma is not a bad shout. We're on the panel team, which is supposed to be extremely risky and differential. We're trying to do Zinchenko for Zuma on the panel team. That is something we are doing on the panel team. But yeah, I had a stinker last week as I forgot to change team for the blanks. No, oh wait, wouldn't they have rolled in anyways? Like, wouldn't the automatic substitutions have played, or did you not make any moves? Who shall I captain game week 29? Well, depends on who you have. I have gone for Marcus Rashford. But actually, I can bring your team up since you did mention your team. 116. Tagenguna, this is yours, right? Wow, look at the Bournemouth backline. Tagenguna, what are you doing in terms of the moves again? Can you let me know what your moves were? What a 74-point Minx. Look at Minx. What were your moves again, Tagenguna? What's your plan for bench boost? Bench boost is this week. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx what? Did I jinx anything? You mean the Havertz one? Or did I jinx something else? What am I not supposed to jinx? So I won't jinx it. But what was I not supposed to jinx? Plan for bench boost. This is the bench boost at the moment. I just want to see what happens with Haaland. I haven't decided yet. We will keep an eye out though for Haaland potential team news. Do we know, is Pope really out? I don't know, right? Pope should be fine, right? Pope is fine. Okay, cool. Don't jinx about the bench. I still haven't. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'm not going to talk about that anymore then. Rian, how are you doing? Welcome. Tiger and Guna, what were your moves, my friend? What moves were you making this week? Based on that, I can tell you who to captain. And Jury, what moves were you making this week as well? And what happened last week? What did the bench boost? I mean, did the automatic subs come into play, or Just one last thing. Can I just not do the Sanchez to Seal transfer? Yes, fair enough. You can do that. Start Kepa and just do Shaw Bruno for -4. Sanchez price will keep falling though. Okay, so Shaw to Bruno Shaw Bruno -4. But you're doing the bench boost, right? Do you want to go for a Martinez or a Neto instead? What do you think, Fazit? Are you interested in something like that? A Martinez or a Neto as options? For goalkeepers, it doesn't have to be Steele. You can go for someone else. Or you could just go for Rhea. For that -8. So you go for Rhea, you go for Shaw, you go for Sanchez. Sorry, you go for Rhea, you go for Shaw, you go for Fernandez for a -8. Oh, but wait, no, you don't have a bench boost. Okay, yeah, I keep forgetting. Damn it. Yeah, okay, sorry, -4 is fine. The -4 is fine. Don't worry about Sanchez now itself. We'll deal with it another week. I keep forgetting you have no bench boost. Yes. Fair enough. I forgot. Yeah, the -4 is fine then. Sanchez price, I mean, don't worry about it too much. We will, if we can have a look for another week to kind of move him for someone else if you need to. But because you have no bench boost, just a -4 is fine. Did you say you're bench boosting this week? Yes, I am bench boosting this week. I've got Kane and captain and Martinelli as vice captain. Shaw is in for Mings. Where is Shaw is in for Mings? Interesting. And you got Kane captain. Interesting. Why not Watkins as captain? Shaw for Mings. Can we keep Mings or have you already done that move? I would have done Rico Henry for Shaw instead, if possible. Instead of doing the Mings move, I would have probably gone for Rico Henry. Actually, I would have gone... yeah, I would have probably gone for Rico Henry. Can you captain... Maybe you can captain Watkins. It's not a bad shout to captain Watkins this week. And yeah, I am bench boosting this week. So this is the team. 70-90 in the league, and yes, some did sub in. Okay, we will have a look. And I just realized I'm not in a league. Just joined. Awesome. Thank you. Should I transfer out me or Gabriel for sure? I am going to be doing Gabriel. Unless for some reason Haaland is out, and then I might just keep Gabriel and move for... do I take a -8? Do I take a -8? Let me know what you guys think. Should I take a -8? Let me know. But I prefer to do me to Shaw. I mean, Gabriel to Shaw at the moment. Just because of the double game week extra. Although you could do me to Shaw as well if you wanted to. Thoughts on Jack Harrison for this double and future? This double, Harrison maybe could be a decent option. But Leeds are having some injury issues, right? So I don't know how much of an effect that will have on their team. So yeah, best Brighton mid I think is Mitoma. For me, I like Mitoma. I think he's the more clinical one out of all. But Harrison could do well actually. You never know. It depends on the situation. He could perform against Forest especially. So maybe it might not be a bad punt. You could see something. Is it the best move you can probably do? Not really sure. But for future weeks, I don't know about Harrison, to be honest, because Leeds fixtures, I mean, they don't have any other double game weeks after. So you would ideally want to try and get someone. If you're looking at that price range, I would rather go for a Brighton midfielder because they have way more doubles upcoming. So I would prefer a Brighton midfielder over Harrison at the moment. Assuming you don't have double Brighton midfield already. And best Brighton midfield, I do like Mitoma. I just think he's the more clinical player. But to be honest, a lot of different people will tell different options, and I don't think anyone is wrong in that because there are quite a few good options. Yeah, Rhea, Neto, Martinez, good shout for future, but I can also do that later, right rather than next. Yeah, you can do it later. You don't have to do it now. and also opens a spot face. Yep, exactly. After this week, Brighton have Spurs and Chelsea, then a blank. Do we start to remove one or two of them before getting them back? Can you bench them instead? That's the question. Can you bench them instead? That's the question. Cheering for Isak to score against your team? As long as Manchester United win, I don't mind. Because I will get the Isak points in as well. So I actually don't mind that. Thoughts on Mahrez to Salah and Perisic to Mings. I have 2 free transfers. Ooh, that's actually a very interesting set of moves. Perisic to Mings. Is that because you need someone in the... Oh, wait, I was supposed to look at your team, Jury. Sorry about that. Hold on, let me bring your team up. So this is Jury's team. Benteke Fried Chicken. I like that name. Okay, so you were trying to do... where was it? Mahrez to Salah. Oh, wow. So many missed players. I see what you mean. Mahrez... I mean, this could have been a great week if you captain Saka. But still, it's fine. Mahrez to Salah. Yes, that's not bad. And then you wanted Perisic to Mings. That's also not a... it's not a bad move. You could do Perisic to Mings. You're a West... Okay. I'm going to ask you, Zuri. What do you think, Zuri? What do you think about Zuma as an option going forward? What do you think about Zuma? I'm just asking because you're a West Ham fan. Convinced by West Ham's defense, or what do you think? But Mahrez to Salah, yeah, pretty good option. Is Gabriel to Shaw, me to Estupinan, and Martinelli to Fernandes a good -8 hit? I'm planning to bench boost this game week. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad... You could do me to Estupinan. You can also wait and do me to Estupinan later. It's not an essential move this week. Having said that, Estupinan is someone you'll probably want going forward. But yeah, it's not an essential move this week. Any update on Rashford? I think Rashford will play. He shouldn't be an issue. Will Haaland play in Gameweek 30 or 31? Probably. But it will depend also. Is he going to be playing this week or not? He might feature in those games. 31, I'm a bit unsure. It depends on how the Champions League fixture goes. That's the only problem. Those are 2 tough games against Bayern, so that might be a really interesting thing to kind of monitor. If you don't have Haaland this game week, I would probably come back again in 30 and then we'll reassess then. Would you play double game week players Jensen, Felix, Bailly over single game week players Odegaard, Zinchenko and Martinelli? Joao Felix, I would play. Bailly? Is that Leon Bailly? Who is your defensive player? Jensen is a midfielder, right? If I'm not mistaken. I would play Felix, yes. Leon Bailly, maybe I might play Martinelli in that specific situation. Or Odegaard, one of the two. Jensen also, I don't mind playing Jensen. You never know, something could pop up. But Felix, definitely I would probably play him. Who are the best defenders under 6 million to get for future weeks? Well, that depends on what your... it depends on what chips you have and what chips you're playing where. I think Shaw is pretty good going for future game weeks as well because of the fixtures they have. Apart from that, okay. Apart from that, under 6 million, thoughts on Dunk? Is Estupinan sure to start? I thought he may not. I think Estupinan should be fine, to be honest. If you already have Estupinan, I would keep Estupinan and not worry about it. If you don't have Estupinan, I wouldn't really want to I wouldn't look to bring Estupinan in now itself. To be honest, I think you can kind of wait if you don't have him. That also doesn't mean that you need to bring in a Brighton midfielder this week as well. I mean, Brighton defender, sorry. But if you have Estupinan, I would keep him. I wouldn't go moving him out because I think even if you think he doesn't get as much minutes in the first game this week, right? He's still someone you kind of want going forward. Any others? Let me get a 6 million. Maybe a Liverpool defender. A Liverpool defender. Under 6 million. Who are the Liverpool? This is a question for Sam. Sam, do you think Konate is going to play all the games going forward? How much is Van Dijk? Where is Van Dijk? How much is Van Dijk? Do we know? Van Dijk is 6.5. Rip, sad life. Chilwell rotation might be a slight issue come the Champions League fixtures. To be honest, Gabriel is not a bad option still, even though they don't have doubles. But I would probably look towards going for double game week players mostly. There aren't standout options. That's the only problem. There aren't too many standout. I'm assuming you already have, yeah, Brighton, Newcastle, and Shaw. Let me go back. Here's the thing. I have been looking at Zuma as some kind of option. 34, he doubles. Could be. I mean, you never know. West Ham could be decent in some of these fixtures. The one with the green ones. They could be decent. You never know. Apart from that, City, it's so hard to tell who you want in their defense. Fulham, bad double, unfortunately. Brighton, you kind of already have. So it's probably Arsenal, even though they have single game weeks maybe, but you want to try and maximize doubles. And Newcastle, obviously, we're not looking at as well. So maybe Zuma is a shout. But yeah. Pedro Porro, good shout. I would kind of wait and see. Maybe he is, but I would kind of wait and see. Just to see what Spurs play. I don't know if their formation is going to change or not. I was speaking to FPL Matte and he said no, he's a Spurs fan. He said they will play a 3. So maybe Pedro Porro could be a decent shout. Just that you don't need to go for it this week itself. Honestly, I'm keeping my way from Liverpool defense. Fair enough. If no bench boost this game week, then when? Game week 34. The one thing with game week 34 is it's going to be slightly harder to make a bench boost unless you have triple Newcastle against Southampton. That's not a bad week to have the 3 Newcastle players on your bench for that week. But yeah, then game week 34. That's your next best week to bench boost if you're not bench boosting this week. All the bench boosting this week, it's a bit more easier to make a bench boost this week than it is for game week 34. It's not as easy for game week 34, to be honest. Depending on which players you get for as well. That's another thing. Dally Pool. I don't know if the answer I gave you was okay. Triple captain with 8 players. Double game week. Is it okay? Yes, it's fine. You said you already didn't you say you already used your bench boost, Simonal? And also let me know if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I don't want to get it wrong. Okay, now did I answer? This was Jury's team. I hope I answered. Jury said Mahrez to Salah, which was fine. Perisic to Mings also not bad, but I don't know if Jury was deciding on Perisic to Mings. But yeah, those 2 moves are fine, Jury. And then I guess you are keeping your 2 Arsenal players. You still have Mikalenko. Jury, what are you doing with Mikalenko? Were you bench boosting this week? I don't know if you were bench boosting. Jury, let me know if you're still here. You can just call me Simon. Oh, okay, that's easy. Yeah, I used it. Locked in now then. Alright, cool. Good luck then. Good luck. Good luck, Simon. So I'll keep Jury's team open for now until Jury comes back. This is Tiger Guna, who is on the moment on a Kane captaincy, but I'm wondering whether he'll go to Watkins as well, who is not a bad option. And he's doing Mings to Shaw, which is not too bad. Although, yeah. This is Fazid, who we answered. Rokugu. I think we answered Rokugu as well. I will just keep it open for now. Tom, we answered. And Roshan. I think Roshan, I answered you as well, if I'm not mistaken. And then Ezra as well, we answered. This is Russell's team. All right. Bro, this is now so late. I didn't join the league anymore. Next season, I'm coming, guys. Brace yourself. All right, bring it on. Bring it on. All right, how is the captaincy poll going? Oh, Madison got a few votes. Look at that. A lot of Brighton midfield and Madison. I'm wondering, is anyone else going for like someone that is not in those 4 options I mentioned? Let me know in the comments if you are. One more question I have. Haaland. Shall I play him or White? Put it on. Start Haaland for now. Start Haaland for now. And if Haaland doesn't start, then White will get subbed on. I'm kind of going to monitor and see whether Haaland starts or not, but I don't know. We're kind of waiting and seeing. But start Haaland for now. Zuma is good, but I would only back him against easy opposition. We are terrible at the moment, but hopefully we can bring the form from the Conference League. Fair enough. I mean, the fixtures upcoming for West Ham aren't the hardest. Well, no, the fixtures coming up for West Ham aren't the hardest of fixtures. Like on paper, there are some tough fixtures, but there are a decent set of reasonable fixtures, I would say. If you guys can pull that Conference League form into the last few games, then you guys may be decent. But yeah, I think your Ming shout is actually pretty decent, Jury. It's not a bad set of moves to do, Mings. I would go back to 29, so it highlights 29. Soccer Lover, welcome. What do you think of Kane to Isaac for a -4? I don't mind it, especially if it means that it funds you to be able to bring other players in like a Fernandes or a Salah. I don't mind it. I'm going to get rid of Mikalenko later. He will sit on the bench right now. Okay, fair enough. I would have gone for Fox's attack too, but too many uncertainties over minutes of Daka, Iheanacho, and yeah, to be honest, if you're going for Leicester players, I think you go for Maddison. And if you can't afford Maddison, then you go for Harvey Barnes. Otherwise, you don't go for anyone else, to be honest. That's my thinking for Leicester. The rest are all just way too much rotation. If you have Iheanacho, you kind of keep him, to be honest. But if you don't have him, I wouldn't go for him. I have a very strong feeling Haaland starts. Pep was just playing mind games with Klopp in the press conference. Yeah, I also hope he starts. If he does start, I am then doing the Gabriel to Shaw move. I'm just waiting to see whether he starts or not. That's the only thing. Now that I'm thinking of doing Gabriel to Shaw, it'll be so Gabriel to try and score again, right? Against Leeds. The last time also I had him. Remember this, guys. This Gameweek 27. 27 points on the bench. 27 points on the bench. No. Oh, why? Oh well, it's fine. Alright. I hope Haaland starts, so that I don't have to move him out. I don't want to move him out and then have to bring him back in again, just for the sake of a bench boost chip. I really don't like this bench boost chip. I actually hope it goes away. I think Pepe's play mind games. Probably. I just hope they remove the bench boost chip. If they want to do one change, just remove the bench boost chip. It's a bit annoying because it kind of stops you from doing certain other moves because you're trying to focus on the bench boost. How's the panel team performing? Going too strong to catch up, isn't it? Well, we did take a few setbacks in the panel team. And I think this week the panel team is planning on doing... where is the panel team? Let me bring it up. This was unfortunate because it had Saka captain and then last moment we switched it to Tony, which was sad. Otherwise, we would have had a really good week this week as well. But the panel team is thinking about moving Zinchenko out for Zuma for some reason. That's the current thought, and it's planning on rolling the second transfer and captaining Madison. I don't know whether that will be good for us or bad for us, but that is currently where we are at. I should probably check again with the other guys just on that. Now that you've asked me, let me just check on that. This panel team has been playing quite risky this season, and so far it's doing pretty well. Locking in my team right now. Good luck. All right, good luck, Easy Shark. When is the deadline? The deadline is in less than 1. Is that less than 1 hour? Yes, in 54 minutes. 54 minutes. Is the deadline. And we still have no Haaland news. Is that correct? No Haaland news at the moment. Still searching for Haaland news. I hope he's fine. I will see. Thanks, chat. No worries, no worries. Alright, people. If you're doing your moves, don't keep it for the last minute. Make sure to kind of like set most of your moves and keep it like done. Like save your team and all that. And if you're waiting for like last minute Haaland stuff and all, that's fine. But most of your other moves, just make sure you've done it. If you're playing your bench boost, make sure you've activated your bench boost, right? You might not notice it because it's very light green for some reason and they've switched it from the dark green that it used to be. But if you're playing a bench boost, just make sure you have activated it, right? Just some common stuff like that. Because people tend to forget that they've played their bench boost and I mean that they're trying to play the bench boost but haven't activated it. So make sure that everyone kind of like you've activated it and all of that. And don't wait too late for some transfer moves because like a lot of us are still waiting, myself included, for that Haaland news. And if that Haaland news comes quite late, it might crash the FPL website. What to Iverson? Could pay off. It's just that I'm very confused by Brendan Rodgers. He keeps switching that. He's done the switch before as well. And then he's gone back to Ward as well. So maybe, but keep in mind, it's a bit risky. Aniket. But it could be alright for the short term. I've seen a lot of Salah captaincies this week. Very interesting. A lot of people have gone for Salah captaincies this week. I have seen quite a few on my Twitter timeline. Is this week a good to play bench boost? Looking at your team, I mean this week in general, if your team is well set up for bench boost this week, I would probably do it, to be honest. If you didn't want to do it this week, then I would do it for game week 34. But looking at your team, since you went Ming, if you were doing Mings to Shaw, if you're going to play a bench boost, I would have done White to Shaw maybe, to be honest. Would have probably gone, oh no, actually I wouldn't have mind doing Sensei to Shaw, but yeah. You've got a few double Gameweek players that you kind of want to kind of get in. It's not a bad week to bench boost. It's just that your team isn't fully set up for a bench boost. You've got quite a lot of single Gameweek players. Do you still have the wild card? Oh no, you used both wildcards, but you do have your bench boost. Oh, you used your free hit. Oh no. Oh no. You used your free hit. I would... Your team isn't set up for a bench boost. That's the only problem. Let me bring this on to. I didn't want to. Yeah, one double. Have you done the Mings to Shaw move already? Tiger and Gunnar? Martinelli, Saka, Haaland. Yeah, you have one single not playing, another single game week, another single. Yeah, you got a few single game week players that you might want to have moved out. And you have only one free transfer. I mean, if you wanted to play the bench boost, then you kind of need to probably move Pickford out. Oh, well, you can't move Pickford out because you have Ward as well that you kind of need to deal with. I think you might find yourself in another week where you might have a better, probably a better option to play a bench boost. To be honest, Tiger and Gunnar, I'm just looking to see when you can play a triple captain. You can probably play a triple captain in 34, but then you need to find a way to play a bench boost. Sounds crazy, but you could probably play a bench boost even in 37. Might be a bit crazy, but you never know. 30. I have seen, like, when I've moved my team as well, there have been single game weeks where I've seen some people I've put on the bench and I've gone, oh, these guys could also potentially start. So maybe you might find a week like that where you could probably do. You got Shaw in for Minks? Yeah. I think you just because of the amount of people playing a bench boost this week, you might see a red arrow. Like if you were to do a few minuses, right? What would you win? Like there are quite a few. Like you would probably look towards moving. Maybe Ward out for another goalkeeper. Maybe you move Solomon out, right, for another midfielder. Then it depends on your prices. How much money do you have? I don't know if you can do Solomon to... Who can you even do? Can you even go to Madison? Probably not, no. Your price points are a bit stuck. That's the only problem. Like, I would have gone maybe to a Madison or even Solomon to a Harvey Barnes. Ward to another keeper. Stuff like that. But you're looking at a -8, -12 in that specific. I think you might find yourself in a position where you can probably do. You might find yourself in a position in some other weeks where you maybe have a better bench. So maybe you could play it later. You don't necessarily have to play it this week, but you could probably end up seeing a red arrow this week though. But don't worry about that too much. G, how are you doing? Welcome. How's the day been? We still have no Haaland news. Oh Haaland, where are you? Huh? Oh Haaland, where are you? Where is Shaw? So this is a move that I'm thinking of doing, although I haven't decided it yet. Let's keep Mitoma Vice. Lots to think about. Yeah, I think have a play. You have like 45 minutes, but like have a look and see what you would want to do to try and make this a bench boostable team, and then see how many hits it will cost. And if it's not worth it, don't do it. You'll find yourself in another better week to do it. Don't force yourself into the bench boost, or don't do massive surgery to your team just because you want to play that bench boost chip. At times it might not be worth it. All right, let's have a look. Let me just share this on. All right, let's go. I think I'll leave the bench boost this week. You mean not play the bench boost this week? Great rank. Could you check my team 78? Yes, planning to bench boost. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. 4 people joined. Thank you for anyone who joined. Thank you. All right, let's have a look at G's team. Fam, let's have a look. All right, G, what's the play here? What are you doing with Ward? First question there. After that, what are you doing with Almiron? What's your play on that as well? Those are the 2 main questions for the moment. And please tell me you moved. Who are you captaining? I'm very interested to know about that as well. But yeah, what are you doing with those 2 players? Won't play this week for... Yeah, fair enough. But the rest of the team is fine. You got triple Arsenal as well, no? Do you use... What are the chips you still have left? Oh, you've used both your wild cards. Oh, wow. You have your triple captain as well. Interesting. Triple captain and free hit. You could triple captain in 34. It's a pretty good week to triple captain with Haaland. Don't forget to hit the like button. Indeed. Don't forget to hit the like button, people. Thank you, Tiger and Guna. Do hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. No plans for the moment, but definitely moving Almiron out. Okay. So I guess you're looking to move Ward out as well, maybe. The question is for which keeper? And what do you want to do with your Arsenal players? Are you keeping your Arsenal players? Do you want to move out some of your Arsenal players? How much money do you have? 1.8. Do you have 1 free transfer? Oof, this is gonna take some hits, huh? So maybe you could do Almiron to Harvey Barnes, probably. Almiron to Harvey Barnes, Ward to Everson, maybe. but that's a very risky thing, I guess. I mean, if you're not going to need Everson later, and since you're going to play Rhea forever, so that's fine. Or you could just move into Kepa. Who else is there? 5.4. You could actually move Almiron to a Brighton midfielder if you wanted to. That's also not a bad set of moves to do for this week. To either McAllister or Solly March, one of the two. And Ward to another keeper. And then you're on -4 territory, and then you need to decide what you're going to do with your other players. Is Haaland actually fit? We don't know at the moment. And Easy Sharks says, oh my gosh, yes, I literally remember myself to ask you. I forgot about it in the span of 5 minutes just now. So when's the best time to triple captain? I still have triple captain left. If you want to triple captain, your best time to triple captain is in game week 34. When Manchester City play Fulham and West Ham United. And hopefully Haaland is fit and firing, because he will be your best triple captaincy option for that week. That's the best time for you to triple captain. Suggestions on my team, please. Thinking of Salah to Bruno, Madison and Tarkowski to Estupinan for a -4. Is Haaland actually fit? We don't know. Ward is unfit? No, Ward lost his place, didn't he? He got benched, didn't he? That's what I thought. I thought Ward lost his place to Leicester. I mean, to Iverson. I'm back. Release back. Welcome. Let me just check the press conference news to see if he said anything about. No, he never said anything about Ward. Yeah, so Ward isn't unfit. Ward just got benched the last week, so people are assuming that Ward is kind of out. But to be honest, I don't even know with Brendan Rodgers anymore. It's very hard to say what he's going to do. Okay, Shubharan, what's your... Can you tell me what number the league is? Where are you? I know your team name, but I've forgotten what number. Ah, here we go. I found it. Very interesting team name. Alright, Shubharan, let's have a look. Salah to... Ooh, you're going Salah to Bruno Madison. Why not just keep Salah? Why not keep Salah? Because I think you're going to need Salah. You're going to be wanting Salah back again in 31. In 2 game weeks, you'll want Salah back. So why not just keep him instead? And if you want to get Madison, can you go Odegaard to Madison instead? Is that a possibility? I would probably keep Salah. Can you go Odegaard to Madison? And Tarko to Estupinan for a -4. Tarko to Estupinan, yeah, that's not too bad. March or Mitoma or Rashford for captain. I've gone Rashford. Team leagues, we're still waiting. No team leagues at the moment. Still waiting. Hello from Sunshine Coast. Who should I go for? Kane or Saka? Welcome, Gurang. How are you doing? FPL Bruno. Kane or Saka? You mean to start? I would start Saka. Man City versus Liverpool team league. Still waiting. Still at the moment, the reliable sources haven't leaked anything. Whether they get team leaks is a different story. So we're still waiting. Still waiting. Let me see if I've seen anything. Let's see the other one. Yeah. So far, no team leaks. I don't have an age this thing, and I'm not going to tell you. Got a wildcard with me. Best time would be 31, 32. Wildcard, best time would be 33. 33. You dead end your team in 32. Because 32 is the blanks. You can dead end your team in 32. With this one, right, you can dead end your team 32 and then wildcard 33 onwards to target all of the doubles. 33 would be a good bit to wildcard. I mean, transfer out Saka. Okay. I would like to keep Saka if you can. I am leaning towards I've transferred Kane out actually. I've moved Kane out. I would try and keep Saka if you can. Need funds for the Odegaard to Madison move? Sad life. If you can't go to Madison, then I guess it's Harvey Barnes. Odegaard to Harvey Barnes. Or the only way you're going to be able to do Odegaard to Madison, or even Odegaard to Bruno Fernandes, is if you move Kane out. Like a Kane to Isaac, Odegaard to Bruno Fernandes kind of thing. And then Tarkowski to Estupinen for a -8. Although, I will ask you, because then if you want to bring Haaland back in, I think you're going to be in a problem, right? When it tries to bring Haaland back in. Because then you would have fun management issue. So then maybe you could probably go Odegaard to Harvey Barnes, or the slightly better move might be even going Odegaard to one of the Brighton midfielders, like a McAllister or a Solly March, and just get on that. Do you have chips? Where's the team? You've used all your wildcard chips? Oh no, you have your second wildcard, so you don't have a volley. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you don't need to jump on Brighton immediately. You could go for Harvey Barnes. That is a possibility. Yeah, but Kane got good fixtures in the upcoming weeks, and he's my route to Haaland. Yeah, fair enough. You could go for Harvey Barnes. My age? I'm not saying. Not gonna tell. You could go for Harvey Barnes. Davo, welcome. Go for -8, 8 players on double game week. Go for -8 and get 10 players double game week, or 8 players enough. Depends on who the other 2 players you're bringing in. 10 players is also not too bad, but it depends on who you're bringing in. If you're bringing in quality, then yes. My bench, Ward, Kane, Henry, and White. I'm not sure if I should use the bench boost now. I would take another hit to bring in Steele in, or in Game Week 34 as I plan to wildcard in Game Week 33. Ooh. Okay, since you have only half an hour to decide this, try and build a wildcard. Go to FPL.team, put your team in there, try and build a wildcard in 33, something that you would look like, and then move it to 34 and see whether you like the bench for that week. And if you like the bench for that week, then do that. But if possible, if your team is already well set up, and like as you see, you got Kane, Henry, and White, which isn't too bad. To be honest, you could then just play the bench boost this week, bring Steele in, and then you can wildcard and not have to worry about a bench boost, and just play a strong starting 11 in 34. So maybe have a look and see what you think. Because you could just bring in Steele. If you want, you can move White out for another double game week player, since you still already have your wildcard. Unless you don't have a free hit chip. If you don't have a free hit chip, then maybe you need White, I guess. Do you expect Salah to match Bruno this week? That's a tough one to answer. I wouldn't be surprised if Bruno does edge Salah this week. Trying to bring in S2, but then again, Salah does have good. Salah has. I don't think the gap will be too much, which requires you to move Salah out. If I was to say that, because Salah does have good prior history against big teams. Trying to bring in Estupinian and Rashford, Haaland and White. Ooh, wait, what? Estupinian and Rashford for Haaland and White? Who's the striker you're moving out? Is Haaland fit? If not, will Ake to Mings, Andres to McAllister, and Haaland to Havertz, Felix, or Watkins? Is Haaland fit? I have no idea. I'm still waiting to see Zachariah. Also, Zachariah, how are you doing? Welcome. I have no idea at the moment. We're still kind of waiting to see. Ake to Mings, yeah, that's not too bad. McAllister, Andres to McAllister, yeah, that's also not too bad. Haaland to Havertz or Watkins is also not too bad. Gonna cook my meal to break my fast. Alright, no worries. Good luck, Ishak. If I'm done in time, I'll still watch. If not, good luck and happy green arrows. No worries. Thank you, Ishak. -8. I mean, the -8 doesn't seem too bad. Just Haaland, I'm still unsure whether he's fit or not. But the rest of the moves you kind of mentioned is not too bad. I mean, Arsenal against Leeds at Emirates is like 10 plus points picture from the Arsenal mids. Fair enough. Fair enough. So then you could probably... Okay, so you would do Tarkowski to Estupinen, right? Then... Yeah, I mean, I feel like the difference between Odegaard and Harvey Barnes isn't too much, maybe. Like, not just one game week sample size, but like over a couple game week sample size. It's not too much of a difference. So, in that specific situation, then yeah, fair enough. And you don't... you have your free hit chip. So yeah, I'll let you decide on what you want to do with Odegaard. But I mean, you could remove Salah. You're just going to bring him back in if you don't mind that. You can remove Salah, but I think Salah is also still a decent option. But Liverpool is a very inconsistent team. That's the only problem. Is there Liverpool team news? No. Unfortunately, there aren't. I'm trying to look for Liverpool team news and also City team news, but we still haven't got anything. Can you check my team 13 in the league? Yes, we will have a look. And Zachariah, can you tell me where you're also at? Is this your team, Zachariah? I keep forgetting. Let's have a look at Amit. Where is your team, Amit? Oh, here we go, 14. All right, Amit, let's have a look. You need to move Saliba out. Saliba's out injured. So I'm assuming one free transfer in 1.8 in the back. Planning to do Saka to Bruno, Saliba to Dunk, or Castanege. I'll probably go... If you can go Estupinen, I do like Estupinen long term, but Dunk is also fine. And Ward to steal for a -8. Have wildcard and free transfer. Oh, you have the wildcard and free transfer. Interesting. If you have the wildcard, you already have Shaw. Here's a question, Amit. I don't know how much... because the Saka de Bruno. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. Those moves do seem fine. I would probably go to Dunk instead of Castanege. And then still, yeah, kind of makes sense. And then you're playing the bench boost, I'm assuming, Amit. And let's look at Zagai's team. Zizo, welcome. How are you doing? Good luck in this huge game week. Yes, indeed. Good luck. What would you do to your team this week? I will show you what I did to my team this week. Did I answer your question as well, G? Oh no, you're still deciding, right? So this is what I did to my team. So basically, I moved out Martinelli for Bruno Fernandes, and I moved because to afford. I didn't want to move Saka out, so I moved Martinelli out. So to be able to fund that move, I had to move Harry Kane out. And I brought in Isak. And the reason I brought in Isak over the likes of a Watkins and a Havertz was because in game week 31, I wanted to bring in Salah for Bruno Fernandes, even though Bruno Fernandes plays Forest that week. And the only way I was able to do that was if I got Isak instead of Watkins, because I wouldn't have had funds otherwise. That's the reason behind that move. Now, I am not sure about Haaland at the moment, so I'm thinking of going for... If Haaland is fit, I will be doing Gabriel to Shaw as my other move for a -4. But yeah, that's the current moves. And then Zachariah's team, let's have a look. Was this Zachariah's team? No, this is Amit's team. What were the plans, Zachariah? Oh yeah. So you are going to do Zagara, I'm assuming there is no bench boost. Are you playing a bench boost or not playing a bench boost? What's the plan there? Oh, well, I can actually have a look and see whether you've played it already. No, you haven't played it. Okay. Are you playing the bench boost this week? Just check in. Have I loaded the correct team? This is the correct team. Hey, Sake. Have I loaded the correct team? Yes, right? I'm so confused. Ward or Kepa in goal? Kepa. Ward might not even start, to be honest. Can't even do Odegaard to Barnes. Blocks funds to Haaland. Oh no, Salah's got to go, right? Yeah, I guess then if you want to bring in Bruno Fernandes, then you kind of have to risk and take Salah out. That's the only way. But then you'll probably want to bring Salah back in later. But that's fine. You can do it later. But then yeah, Salah will have to go in that specific situation. Yes, BB, thanks for your input. Any news on City? Still waiting on news for City. I am also still waiting. Still, for the moment, there is no news on City. But we are keeping an eye out for that. Is Rashford out? No, I think Rashford should start. Don't worry about it. I'm going for Mitoma, captaincy. That's not too bad. Should you do double Bryce in defense? I prefer 2 attackers and 1 defense. I also prefer 2 attack and 1 defense. Or go to Salah to Bruno and just hope Salah doesn't go mad until I second wildcard. You could, yes, you could do that. Did you play a free hit, Shubkran? I have to go back to your team. Have you played a free hit? No, you haven't. Okay, so you don't have to worry about 32, right? Yeah, you can do that. Shubkran. It's not a bad option. You could do something like that. Or you can bring Salah back in like 32. No, 32 you'll be free hitting, right? So yeah. You should be fine, Shubhar. I'm assuming you're free hitting 32, wildcard 33, and then yeah, you can do something like that. Yep. This is this free hit team? What? Oh shit, this is your free hit team. My bad. Completely forgot. This is your team. Okay, this makes much more sense. Thank you. If Haaland plays, who is swapping him with your team? Oh, Haaland will be on the bench. Bench boost. I have no problem. Bench boost for him. Brought in McAllister for Saka this game week to unlock some money. But this means I now have triple Brighton midfield. Brighton better not bottle it. Ooh, interesting. This free will Estupinan start or is Dunk safer? Estupinan is the probably, I think, a better pick over the long term. And if you were to ask me now on which Brighton defender I would rather have for 1, 2, 3, 4 double game weeks of Brighton upcoming, for me it would be Estupinan over Dunk. I think over those 4 double game weeks, Estupinan outscores Dunk. He somehow or the other finds an attack in return. But if you would ask this specific game week, then Dunk might slightly have a bit more minutes. Need a replacement for Fofana. Shaw? I like Shaw. I think Shaw is good. Alright, let's have a look at Zakaria's team. So you were doing Ake to... Who was it again? Ake to Minx. Yeah, that's not too bad. Andres to McAllister. Yeah, okay. So far so good. And then Haaland to Havertz, Felix or Watkins. Maybe Havertz. Yeah, Havertz is not too bad. 2 home games. Yeah. Maybe first wait and see on the Haaland things, but the other 2 moves are good, Zakaria. It's not too bad. Yeah, Fofana, I would go for Shaw. Yeah, I think Shaw is pretty good this week. Saka to Bruno or Zinchenko to Chile or Shaw or both for a -8. Saka to Bruno. Zinchenko to Chile or Shaw is pretty not a bad move. The thing between Chile and Shaw would come down to money and what other moves you're kind of doing in the future game weeks, and would money be an issue then. I do like Shaw. I think he can offer a decent amount of returns equally to Chilwell, to be honest. That's my thoughts. Just because of the bonus point potential, because Shaw does hug bonus points if United keep a clean sheet. Thoughts on Lisandro Martinez? Good option, but if you can go for Shaw, I would go for Shaw. Should we definitely bench boost this week? If your team is in a position to bench boost this week, I would bench boost this week and just get it over with. That's what I would do. If your team is in a position to bench boost, I would just bench boost and get it done with. That's just my personal preference. Because I think that holding that bench boost always tends to like restrict certain moves that you would do because you still have that bench boost and you're like, I still need to play that bench boost. That's the thing. Saka to Bruno, Latio, maybe pays off. Maybe. It would depend on, do you have your free hit chip left? Do you play in your free hit in 32? Stuff like that. Maybe it pays off. Let me have a look for some team news on City. City. You still have nothing, no? Damn. Let's see. Maybe in 50 minutes we get something. I don't know. The problem is today's a very bad date for trying to find team news on City and see whether it's legit or not as well. Odegaard to Madison for a -8? Wait. I thought you couldn't afford Madison. Are you getting rid of Kane? I mean, Madison is not a bad option. Madison is not a bad option. Also, for those who are still unsure on bench boost this week or not, it's either this week or it's game week 34. Game week 34 is your last week to bench boost. And also, you have 15 minutes more for the deadline, so almost 15 minutes. So make sure to confirm your teams. Don't keep it till the last minute because servers might crash and whatnot. So if you've done most of your moves, make sure you've done it. If you're playing a bench boost, make sure you've activated it, right? Just make sure you've actually activated it. And also captaincies and whatnot. How is the poll looking like? Interesting. All right. How are we going, everyone? How's everyone going in terms of moves and whatnot? Where's my phone? What should I do with Botman? Play him or Zinchenko? Ooh. Play Botman. I think Botman should start. Rob Holding gonna start for Arsenal? Yeah, most likely. Because Saliba is still out. So yeah. Most likely. Mitoma should outscore Rashford? Maybe. Saliba is not resting. Saliba is injured. Bruno or Rashi for the armband? I've gone Rashford, but if you want to go differential, you can go Bruno. But I just prefer Rashford at the moment. He hasn't really disappointed me when I've given him the armband, so because of that I'm giving it to him. And also I think he's a pretty good option. Is there any defender that is worth a -4 to take out White for? Can't swap in a Brighton defender. Over the long term, it would be Luke Shaw. That's just my preference. Should I move Kane for Watkins for a -8? Who else is part of this -8? And also, are these moves going to prevent you from bringing, assuming you don't have Haaland, are these moves going to prevent you from bringing Haaland back? Do you have Haaland? Do you have your team up here? I don't even know. Oh, here you go. Oh, no, you already have Haaland. Kane for a -8. Who are you moving? So you got Almiron, you got Ward. What's your other move? Is it Watkins? Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it could work out. It could work out, G. Brennan Johnson or Solanke? Brennan Johnson is injured, isn't he? So Solanke. Football madness. No Rashford train for me. All right, fair enough. I mean, this week isn't a bad week to try different and be different. Ward replacement for a bench boost. Already have Kepa and Estupinan. For a bench boost, I'll give you options. I'll let you decide. Where is the goalkeepers? Pick your keeper. What? Here's your keeper options. For this specific week, pick your keeper. On who you want to go. But if you're looking for a keeper for overall, that's this thing. But I'll let you guys pick the keeper. It's a tough one this week. Depends on what you exactly want to do. To be honest, I think De Gea is decent, but that's if you don't have Shaw. Neto and Navas, to be honest, could perform. Still, if you don't, but still, I would rather go double Brighton attack. Yeah. Maybe one of these two. Even Martinez is not too bad, to be honest. Just a bit more pricey. That's the only problem. And then there's Rhea as well. Thank you, Ryan, as always. No worries. Okay, have I answered people's questions? Or if you haven't, please let me know. Odegaard to Madison for the -8. Have 11 double game weekers plus Saka, Kane, or... So have 11 double game weekers plus Saka, Kane, Odegaard. Is it worth a bench boost? Yeah. Because I mean, look at that, right? Saka and Kane alone, you'd think they will do well this week, right? So that alone is... And if you're having 11 double game weekers already, yeah, that's worth the bench boost already. I don't mind that, to be honest. I'm thinking of rolling the transfer this week. Fair enough. It's not a bad... Like, if you're in the position, yes. 3 United already. Shaw, Bruno, and Rashi. Okay. Then... I mean, Neto has a good game. Neto has a good set of fixtures this week. Fulham and Brighton. It's not the worst set of fixtures. Apart from him, right? Navas. I mean, Navas is also... You could probably say Navas is also a decent punt. Wolves and Leeds. You never know. That actually could be a decent punt as well. For a keeper. If you wanted. But the one thing is, that depends on what you're doing in 32. Do you need Navas to start in Game Week 32, or are you playing the free hit chip? If you're playing the free hit chip, then it doesn't matter. So Navas is also not a bad punt. If you aren't playing the free hit chip in 32, then maybe Neto would be slightly better because of the fact that he plays West Ham. But yeah, I'll let you pick that in the two of them. But keep in mind that it's so hard to pick. Goalkeepers aren't as explosive. Alright, we have good news. Whether he's starting or not is a different story, but I will bring it up for you. Oh no! Fell for the news. Fake news. Fake news, don't fall for it. Fake news. That was Buna. We fell for Buna's tricks. Any leak news on City? Let me find out. That was I need to block Buna. Uh, no, nothing yet. Sad life. I don't think we're going to get this Haaland news that we wanted, are we? This is going to be a problem. Thoughts on White to Chilwell for a -4 could pay off as long as it's not blocking you from doing other moves. April Fools, I know, right? This is the bad problem on this specific day is a bad day to try and find out Haaland news. Free hitting Gameweek 32, yeah, fair enough. Odegaard to Madison worth the hit would be -8 though. Could pay out, to be honest. It could pay out. Oh, if you didn't do it, then you wouldn't take the -8. Is that the question, Shubharan? If you need, so that means it's just Madison that's triggering that -8. If there was no Madison, then you're not taking that -8. Then I probably wouldn't do it. Don't forget to lock your teams. Indeed, people, don't forget to lock your teams. Don't forget to activate your chips. Please, guys, lock your team. If Haaland doesn't start, the app will crash. Indeed. Could you look at my team at 29th in the league? Yes, let's have a look. All right, what are we looking at? What we have actually a pretty good team. You're playing a bench boost this week? This is a pretty good team. Is there any transfers you would recommend? Because I'm think roll me a transfer. This is actually a pretty good team. I'm just going to see that what are your chips? Oh, you played all your, okay, you got your free hit only. You could potentially do Zinchenko to Luke Shaw. That could be one move that you do. Apart from that, I think the rest of your team is actually pretty solid. Maybe Zinchenko to Shaw would be the one thing I would recommend. The rest is completely fine, to be honest. You could also roll it, to be honest. It's not the worst thing to roll as well. Because the difference, unless you're keeping Shaw for long term, which is not a bad move, because if you do Shaw now, you can play him in Gameweek 34 as well, when United double in 34. So that could be the one move that I would recommend. Zinchenko to Shaw for a long-term move. Apart from that, nothing really, because your team looks pretty solid. Guys, don't forget to lock your teams. I am still searching for Haaland news, and I really, honestly can't find it. Where is this Haaland news? We still have no idea. Am I going to actually bench boost with Haaland as a doubt? God damn it. I hate it. This is the worst situation to be in. Should we move Haaland out and then hope and pray that? So this was what FPL Focal said yesterday. Now I don't know how accurate this Falsey guy is. So take it at your own risk, to be honest. Maybe it pays off, maybe it doesn't pay off. This is what FPL Focal said. So I don't know. I don't know if this was a April Fool's or not, but take it at your own risk. I'm bringing it to you guys as information. This guy has had like 1 or 2 times where he has gone wrong, but yeah. So yeah, that's basically it, I would say. Haaland is disturbing. Locked in, no point waiting. Fair enough. Going for Mitoma captain. Nice, good luck. Moved him out. Bought in Kane. Fair enough. 11 double giving Saka, Odegaard, White, Kane. Bench boost now. Wildcard to Ming. Wildcard to move everyone out. Yep, fair enough. Alright, I'm going to do my move. Because what's the point of waiting for Haaland news? Let's do it. Gabriel to Shaw. Hopefully it pays off. Make transfer. Ooh. Alright. I'll ask you guys now. Gabriel to Shaw, or I'll do one move. Gabriel to Shaw, or Haaland to Havertz or Watkins. I'll let you guys decide that move. What do you guys think? Since we still don't know about this Haaland stuff. And I can't believe that we still haven't managed to get a single leaked team news about Haaland. Or do you guys think I should do the -8? Shaw, Rashford, Bruno do the damage. Fair enough. I've got Shaw. Yeah, I might bring in Shaw. Haaland's going to start, can't do Pep since he's already 8 points behind. Yeah, that's what I also think, to be honest. What do we think? What do we think? I am also looking on this Haaland moves, but to be honest, it's very hard to tell what's going to happen. League lineup says Insta Haaland doesn't start. Did he? Let's see. I'm trying to find out his Insta. Let's check his Insta. Oh, he did. He did. All right. All right. All right, people. Thank you for bringing this. Doesn't start. So that means on the bench. Now what do you do? Alright, so that means doesn't start. No -8. Don't do -8. I've done -8. Should I do a -8? Okay, so instead, I guess I go for so I'll keep Gabriel and I will go for Havertz or go for Watkins. What do you guys think? And don't do a -8. Keep Gabriel and go for Havertz or Watkins instead of Haaland. Havertz. Sam says Havertz. Everyone says Havertz. Is that the move? For me, it doesn't really matter too much. You would need Haaland against South. I can bring Haaland back. I have the money. It's not a problem. I have the money. It's for this game week especially. I have the money to bring him back. Watkins says Mike. Ooh, keeping it to the last minute. Okay, between Havertz at home, Aston Villa and Liverpool. Watkins has Leicester and Chelsea. I don't know who to go for, to be honest. Both are on pens. Okay, Watkins it is. Alright, Watkins wins. Let's do it. Alright, transfers made. Gabriel stays, no -8. Shaw doesn't go. Watkins is coming. Haaland gone. Watkins is in. Gabriel on the bench. Again, as usual. He better now return. Shaw doesn't start. Alright. Done. All done. It is what it is. Captaincy Rashford. Vice captaincy Mitoma. It's all done. Watkins it is. Haaland's gone. And deadline's passed. That was last minute. Some last minute stuff. That was some last minute stuff. Alright, people. I hope everyone did their moves. Now watch Haaland come off the bench and get a hat-trick. Watch Haaland come off the bench and get a hat-trick. But it is what it is. Sometimes you got to risk it. That was literally last minute. I know, right? That was literally last minute. That was insanely last minute. Alright, let's end the poll. Let's see where we ended up with. Captain Mitoma? Nah, I'm trusting Rashi. Alright, poll. That's it. Brighton midfielder 29. Salah 9. Madison 6. Rashi 54. Not against Liverpool. Alright, Sam, I hope so. I hope so. That was last minute. Got rid of Rashi. Last minute got rid of freaking Haaland. That was risky, I know, right? Team leagues, well, Haaland's not starting. That's the only team league we got. I'm going into the UK for the last game of the season. Ooh, nice. Enjoy. The Haaland move wasn't worth a -8, but hope it works out. I did it as a -4. I didn't do it as a -8. I didn't want to do a -8 this week. The tune to beat United 1-0. No, don't say that. I'll take a compromise 3-all so that Rashford gets a hat-trick. How about that? Okay, I didn't move for Shaw, so hopefully that doesn't backfire on me. But it is what it is now. Watkins, I hope you deliver, my son. I hope you deliver. Alright, lads. I think we'll end it there. That was literally last minute. Watch me bring back Haaland next week now. Oh well. We'll see. But you would have to bring him back next week. 2 transfers in total. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. I can bring him back. I have the money. It's fine for 1 week. Because what I would do is, now I would bring him back for Tony and not for Watkins. So I'm actually happy. I'm not worried about that. Because now if Tony gets his yellow card, okay, he's going to be suspended for 2 games. So, you know, maybe it works out. We don't know. We'll see. I'm alright with that move. It's fine. Team leagues, the only team. Okay, I mean, we can wait. Do you guys want to wait till the team's out? Or I think we'll call it, right? Because we kind of know. Liverpool, we didn't get any team leagues. And City, we just got that Haaland's not starting. So we'll end it there. This week, we'll surely change a lot of ranks. Isaac is a good differential. Yeah, I hope so. So, that's the team. Last minute Haaland change. Good luck, everyone. I wish you all the best. I swapped Shaw for Gabriel. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad move, actually, to be honest. I just didn't want to do a -8, which is why I didn't do it. But, I mean, Shaw for Gabriel as well. I would have done that move if I didn't have to move Haaland out. To be honest, I could have kept Kane, but I wasn't sure before if Fernandes was going to increase in price, which is why I kind of this thing. But now with Haaland out, I mean, it's fine. I'm alright with the moves. We'll see how it goes. Wait for the team leaks. You guys want to wait for wait for half an hour more and see whether the lineup comes out? I can wait for half an hour more. I'm not too worried about that. And wait for the lineup. Great stream as always. Thank you. We can wait for half an hour more if you guys want to. Good luck all. I don't mind. I'll wait for we'll wait for the team news to come out. Until then, feel free to talk. Feel free to chill about. We'll wait for the team news to actually see what actually happens, and then we'll end it from there, shall we? I'm just checking. I'm watching. I'm consecutive third green arrow incoming. Fingers crossed. I'm expecting now because Haaland doesn't start. Unless he comes on and scores for some reason. But I'm expecting his price to fall, which means I'll be buying back at the same price I sold. So I don't really mind that. How's the gym progressing going so far? Slowly coming. Unfortunately, the tummy is still there, so I need to do more core. When was the last time you saw United live? I haven't seen United live at all. I haven't gone to Old Trafford. I need to go. It's on the cards. Unfortunately, I'm doing a lot of traveling this year, right? So I forgot to tell you guys. Now next week has panel team made the changes. Who is the final captain? Panel team. I'll show you guys if I can bring it up. Let me bring the panel team up for you guys. Panel team. That's the panel team. It went for Zinchenko for Zuma, and Madison was captain on the panel team. That was the changes for the panel team. Alright, back to my team. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so next week, okay, next week, unfortunately, I'm going to be on the road traveling. So, and what time is the deadline also next week? It says 8 o'clock, but we're going an hour back, so I need to see what the situation will be like. So next week, and it's a Saturday. Okay, next week, we'll have to see, because I will be on the road next week, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to do a deadline stream or not. We will see. If I do end up doing one, it'll be on the phone, because I won't have a computer or anything, so it'll be very interesting, and it might not be for the like how we do now. It might just be like a half an hour thing or something. What do you guys think? I'll let you guys know, but I'm not really sure if we'll be able to do one next week, so we'll see. But yeah, maybe I might try the phone for half an hour for a deadline stream, but I can't guarantee. I'll have to see. Get Reds back-to-back since Salah Hall. Hope the wildcard timings cover the rubs, hopefully. Let's go, bro. No worries. Slowly but surely and consistently eat clean as well, regardless what's your calorie intake you're targeting. I don't measure. The problem is I don't measure my calories. I am just looking at a weight limit. Currently, I think 79 kilograms. I want to try and get to at least 75 if possible. But I've always got to like 78, 77. Never got to 75. That's the problem. I'm hoping to get a season ticket for I'm hoping to get a ticket for the last game of season. Ooh, interesting. Madison, interesting. However, our poll votes were the lowest for him. Yeah, that's what. I think a lot of people. I think people have Madison, but yeah, do the deadline stream on Friday. I could try. The thing is, I'm traveling on Thursday onwards. I'll be back before the following week's deadline stream, but I'm traveling on Thursday, so maybe I could do it Friday night, but that would still be on the phone. But that might go on for a bit more longer. So maybe that's a possibility. If the Wi-Fi is good at the hotel. Yeah, I could actually look into that. I'll let you guys know. Is it 8 p.m. your way for that deadline next week? No, so I'm not in Australia next week. So it would have to be, but keeping the Australian times. Assuming we are, what is this? Because the clocks are going back today, right? By an hour. So would this go to 8 o'clock or would this go to, I don't even know. I'll let you guys know on Wednesday for the podcast. We'll have a podcast on Wednesday. Actually, I'll let you guys know on Monday stream, right? We will stream on Monday. And I'll let you guys know Friday what time we'll do a deadline stream. How does that sound? I'll let you guys know on Friday. We'll do a usual a preview stream on Monday, right? And then I'll let you guys know Friday what time. So come on Monday and we'll discuss a time that is suitable for everyone, including myself. And we'll decide Friday what day we want to actually do it. that works out because then we're not rushing for a deadline on Saturday. And I can also do Friday, which is at a convenient time once I'm done with all my traveling for the day. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know on Monday. How does that sound? I'll let you guys know on Monday roughly which time range. And then obviously we'll see closer to the time. But yeah, we'll set it for Friday, shall we? Set it for Friday because Saturday might be this thing. So we'll set it for Friday. Seems like everyone's interested with that as well, so that works. And then you guys enjoy Saturday. If you have any questions, you can always ask it on the. You can always send me message on Twitter. I might reply, might not reply. It's very hard to say because of the traveling. Sounds like a plan. Fair enough. Cool. Sounds good. Alright. How are we? We have 15 minutes more. Ooh. Interesting. But we'll wait for the 15 minutes, a bit more than 15 minutes for some team news to see whether Haaland's on the bench or not on the bench. May I ask whereabouts you're going for the holiday? That's a secret. You guys will see. I sent you a message on Instagram. Alright, I'll have a look. You guys will see once I'm on the holiday. Maybe I'll share a photo later. But for now, it's a secret. What did you send on Insta? Let's have a look. Let me have a look. Alright. I have a lot of traveling planned this year, guys. It's going to be a very interesting time for me to do a few deadline streams for next season. Ooh, the Tiger Good, was that your final team? Oh, you have Haaland on the bench. I'm assuming, did you play a bench boost? Did you end up playing your bench boost? Or was that just a... Oh no, it's fine. It's a final team. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not a bench boost team, right? So that's fine. And Haaland's not starting, so it's fine. When does the season end? The 29th of May. We'll definitely be having a watch along for this day. This is going to be some intense watch along because depending on how relegation goes, and also top 4, we never know, top 4 race could still be on. Title race also could still be on. We'll definitely have a watch along for that week. Eating bench boost, right? Yeah, that's fine enough. Cool. Da-da-da. What is this news about Saka not starting? Is that just a April Fool's joke? Is it an April Fool's joke that Saka is not starting? Or is Saka actually starting? What is this news about Saka not starting? I'll try and tune in the last game of the season. I mean, to be honest, if you're in the stadium, enjoy it. No need to tune in. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. Don't worry about this thing. Oh, there's rumors about Saka being benched. That doesn't sound good. Maybe there's apparently rumors that Saka got benched. Well, that doesn't sound good. What a shame. And I kept Martinelli. Oh well, there's a lot of April Fool's joke. Yeah, that's what, right? Very hard to say. I guess nothing can be done now. I mean, Saka could actually still come off the bench and do something. Things, you never know what will happen this week. Very interesting week this week. Are we waiting for team leaks? We're waiting for team news. Yes.